Hey everybody, Claudia from the Wee Garden Homestead here. I am getting ready to start working on part of a quilt. This is for my Facebook group that I'm in called Sew, S-E-W, Sew It Forward. And I've been talking about this a lot lately because we're working on a project. So I'm making some butterflies for a quilt for, I believe, for the mom. And I'm making 7 butterflies and then I'm sending them to my sister. And she's going to put them together. So I've got the blue, the 2 blues, I've got the 2 pinks, I've got these 2 for yellows, I've got 2 more pinks that are slightly different, I've got these 2 blues, I've got these 2 purples, and then I've got these 2 greens. I know this is yardage, it's not a scrap, but I'm going to use it because I thought it went really well. So today, I'm just going to make one butterfly for you so you can see how to do it. Now, this is a Riley Blake pattern. I believe it's a free pattern. I'm just going to start with the blue because those are the smallest scraps I have. I believe it's a Riley Blake. I believe it's a free pattern. It is Riley Blake. It's butterfly in the sky, and I'll put the link in for you. I don't have the cover page because that's just a waste of my printer. But there's the basic layout. His has this. She's doing something different. So I did some quick math and some quick jotting, so I know what I'm cutting here. So I've got all those colors, and then I've got my white on white scraps, and each one will have. I don't know what's on that one. It's got holes in it too. So some of these scraps came from other people. So, you know, you never know what you're getting unless you're getting them from Barbara, and then they're all fantastic. But anyway, I'm going to use these scraps, and each butterfly should have the same pattern for the background on that block, but each one will be different from each other. So I'm going to start with this. I'm just going to get to cutting, and then I'm going to put it together, and we'll see how long it takes for one block. It's 2:28 now, so we'll say 2:30, and we'll see what time I get finished. Okay, so I'm using the darker of the 2 colors, and all these butterflies are going to be the same. The darker is going to be the big part of the wing. Let me see. The darker is going to be the big part of the wing, and the light is going to be the smaller part of the wing. So, and then the centers, I'm just going to mix them up. So I will probably cut a center from one of these other fabrics real quick too. But so the first thing I need from this, and a lot of these were either Joann's clearance or what do you call that place? What do you call that place? Missouri Star boxes. So there's some Walmart stuff in here too. So let's see. I need 2 5 by 6 1/4. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to use this bigger one. I am going to have to trim this down a little bit, but I'm going to start with this. Oh, I don't know where there it is. I was moving stuff around in here. I thought I lost something. I think that this would be a perfect pattern for scraps. Riley Blake, the pattern lays it out for layer cakes or yardage, I believe. But I think that this would be perfect done with scraps. And I may do it with the scraps from Barbara. All those pink scraps, just a whole bunch of pink butterflies. Maybe I'll alternate them with some 4 patches from the smaller scraps and some big patches from the big scraps. Okay, then this light color we need 4 1/4 by 5. I'm going to use this smaller one for that. All right, this doesn't look very straight, so 4 1/4 by 5. Is that going to work? Oh, yeah. I got worried for a minute there. Such odd numbers. While I'm cutting this, I'm going to cut one little butterfly body too, so I have it ready to go. And that is going to be one little butterfly body. And that's going to be 1 by 4 1/4, so. There we go. Woof woof. I think I'll just give that one a pink body. See, if I cut all these at the same time, I wouldn't be doing this little one at a time one. 1 by 4 1/4. Okay, there's that body. Then I just need to cut the whites, and because the polka dot white is on top, that's the one I'm going to use first. So I need, the biggest I need is 3.75 square, and I need 2 of those. So I'm just going to trim off this selvage. Let's see, 3.75 square. Where will that go to? 3 1/4. Doing math in my head, 3.75 and 3.75 is 7.5. So 3.75, 7.5. I'm just going to cut that at 7.5 and then go from there. Bam. Did that math right. I'm going to need some 1-inch strips to go with the body. And one of these sides is square. One is 4 1/4. And one is 3 3/4, not 4 1/4. 3 3/4 and 1/3. Okay, so this is 1/3. I was looking in the wrong place there. That's a scrap. And this one is 3 3/4. This will be much easier when I'm cutting a whole bunch of them at once. Would be much easier if I was cutting them all out of the same fabric also. And then I need 4 at 1.75. What is this? That is just perfect. 1.75 square. I thought that was just a scrap, but it's a usable scrap. 4 of these. Okay, so let's lay this out so you can see. Big ones. Oh no. Oh, I hate when that happens. I missed the selvage there. So I'm cutting another one. Cut it by 6 1/4. Okay, so we've got one here, one here, one here, one here, this, this, this. Make sure you can see that. Then we're going to snowball here and here. So that's going to be like that. We're going to snowball here and here. Looks like I neglected to cut something. Okay, I did. I need a snowball here and a snowball here, and then I need a corner here and a corner here and a corner here and a corner here. So let me go back and cut. I need 4 3-inch squares of that white. So square that back up. For some reason it's not square. Put that at 6. Get that at 3. Cut this at 3. Sorry about my arm and my head in the way, but and then these, I just need to make sure these are 3. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to be. Okay. So then it's going to be a snowball. Go back to my drawing here, and a snowball here with that snowball, and that's going to make those bottom wings. Shoo! So I'm going to grab my pen, and I'm going to mark all those for the half square triangles. I think on these bigger ones, I might mark here and then a half an inch away, and then I'll have the small little one left. I know definitely on these two. I'm not sure about these. So that's what's next. Okay, so I have everything marked, and I did mark all, these will make, if I sew there and here I need for the butterfly, and then if I cut in the middle there, this will leave me a 2-inch square. So once it's opened back up. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. Now these I'm not going to bother with. So I did mark all of these twice. first thing I'm going to do is here and here. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to go here and here. And then as I was writing my directions, I wrote down which one needs to be first. So on these blue ones. So I need one here and one here. So I'm going to do all of those. And then I'll be back to do these. I am going to pin these so I don't get mixed up about where they're going. Okay, so I don't know what I did there, but I'm going to be doing some serious editing because I just came back to film this part and it was at 9 minutes and still running. So I don't know. We'll see what happened. So now this piece is going to go on here. I forgot to grab the pins back. I went to get a smaller, a fuller thing of pins. Hold on. I just keep rotating my my pins. I keep the emptier one by the sewing machine, and I keep the full one in here for pinning. Or, you know, wherever I'm pinning, I keep the full one. And then when one gets full and the other one is empty, then I switch them again. I think while I'm in there, I'm going to go ahead and stitch these together too. One goes here. And one is going to go here. And then I'm going to have to look at the pattern and see which way it actually goes. Well, that's crooked. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to just go sew these and press them and trim them, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So, big wings. You see which way this goes. Looks like it goes this way. Are those supposed to line up? They are supposed to line up. Like that. And then this and that. So I'm going to go put this and this together and this and this together, and then I'm going to put it all together. So it's kind of like almost like a 9 patch, really. I mean, it's not an even 9 patch, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, it's not a 9 patch. Silly me. I'm going to go put this together and I'll be right back. Okay, this block is done. We're starting over again. This is going to have so much editing in it. This block is done. It's been trimmed. It's a little short. Let's see, right here, just a hair. Not enough to worry about, I don't think. Hopefully my sister doesn't think so either. I did have to rip this side out and redo it because it was off by about 1/4 of an inch. I didn't take into account that I had to, that it was going to meet up here, not at the end. So I did take it out and redo it. It's still off by just a hair, but I don't think it's enough to worry about. If I was doing this, I think that I would take some embroidery thread and make little antlers coming off. But this is absolutely adorable. I love this pattern. I love everything about, you know, butterflies and hearts, and you know me. I also have these bonus half square triangles. This one is 3 inches. I've got 2 of those from up here, and then I've got 4 of these from here, 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 and here, and these come out to 2 inches. They're not trimmed yet, but they will be, and they're real close to 2 inches. I'll just keep stacking these up as I go and do the rest of the other 6 and see what I've got. Maybe I can throw some of those together to do something with. It'd be really cute to add, you know, a bunch of half square triangles into a border, or put them together like flying geese, or I don't even know. I don't know. So thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, send me a hype, all the good stuff. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much.